Christopher Joyce. Christopher, you're a cleaning expert. This is about cleaning in the bath area and actually making it easier so you don't have to clean as much. But we're going to talk about safety. We're going to talk about a gift idea that you probably wouldn't think of. This has been remarkably popular with our audience.
Remarkably popular, and here's why I think it's been remarkably popular. It's the bath mat that you've always dreamed of having in some way, a bath mat that you wanted, but it's only been invented now.
40,000 QVC customers.
Right.
Let's do a little problem solution.
Sure.
The drain that you have in the middle of your shower. The whole idea, I thought about this, of the drain in the middle of your shower.
Is that it drains?
Is that water goes out of your, yeah.
Exactly.
But most bath mats are vinyl or plastic, and they won't allow water to pass through them.
You mean like this one?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, take a look at this. You're right. Water's not going to drain through this, but not only that, this is the real problem, the mold and the mildew. And you know why the mold and mildew is there? Because the water isn't draining. The water's getting caught underneath the mat.
Yep.
And then it's also staining and changing colors. And this is what you're standing on every single morning or evening.
Now, the only thing that is non-slip about an old-fashioned mat like this is that the mat itself won't slip, because it's suction cupped like 40 octopus. This, you will not slip on. It is soft, it's lightweight, water flows directly through it, and we'll show you that. But most spills in the house happen in the bath area.
Correct, and if you've ever, I don't care if you're 7 or 70, once you've experienced that slipping in the bathroom, it's very frightening. And here's the neat thing. Not only is it a matter of safety, it feels luxurious.
Yes,
it creates kind of a
padded.
spa-like experience. It's like a soft loofah underneath your feet.
Yeah, and you can help to wash your feet, massage your feet, but let's show them the demonstration.
Okay, well here's the deal. Unlike the typical bath mat I just showed you, these spun fibers are amazing, because watch this. When I put water on top of this mat, rather than the water pooling, rather than the water going around the mat, it's actually going through the mat. Why is that important? Twofold. First of all, the mat's going to dry faster, so you're not going to get that mold and the mildew.
And air flows through it as well.
Air flows through it. And here's the neat thing. You can put this mat directly where you want it. What do we mean by that? Right over the drain, where you have to stand for a shower, and yet the water's going to drain right through it. Some other great things to know about this mat. There are antimicrobial properties that are actually built into the fibers that will last for the lifetime of the mat.
Great.
So rather than dealing with the mold and the mildew like this, this is going to inhibit the growth of the bacteria that causes the mold and the mildew, and it's stain resistant as well.
And you get a set of two. This isn't just one. You get two of them for that purchase price. Check out the videotape. Whether you have a tub, whether you have a tub and shower combination, or just a shower stall, this makes good sense.
Well, I look at it this way. We're giving you a set of two, but if you have more than 2 bathrooms, you're going to want to get another set as well. Every bathroom in your house that has a shower or has a bath or a combination needs one of these, and here's why. First of all, the entire surface underneath is non-slip, all right? Plus you get the 4 really nice suction cups.
And they're big.
But look what's happening here. I have the shower on. The water is actually draining through the mat. So now you can place the mat directly over the shower drain, exactly where you're going to be standing, where you want it. It's going to keep you safe, but it's also going to look good, it's going to feel good, and the water is draining through the mat, even though it's directly over the drain.
I believe. I have no scientific evidence to back this up. But I believe everyone gets to a certain age where you just can't wash your feet anymore.
I never really thought of that, Dan.
But you can't bend the way you used to.
Right. Well, I believe that.
With this, a little bit of soap, it gets on there, like when you're washing your hair, the shampoo gets on, and you can use it like a really soft loofah as well.
Well, here I want to show you how stain resistant is. You saw how the other mat that we typically use gets so stained. So I put some blue dye on here. And let's say you're just taking a shower. You're not going to bend down and clean this. Just by simply the water running through the mat, it is self-cleaning the mat. It's stain resistant. The stain is going to be released from those fibers. And look at that. Your job is done. You didn't have to do anything to remove that stain. Simple as that. Here's the other thing. Take a look at these fibers. If you have long hair, or hair that's typically going down the drain, what's going to happen is the hair is going to sit on top of this mat rather than going down the drain, and it's going to be very easy for you to pick the hair off. So that's another benefit, less clogs.
Just between you and me, man, I'm snaking out the drain every month.
Well, this is going over the drain, so it's stopping it from
going. That's actually really good.
Right?
It's very soft.
Well, that's it.
And it feels like a loofah.
Yeah, a loofah, except that a loofah sometimes feels a little scratchy. What's nice about this, it's more like a soft loofah under your feet. But what I love, we talk about having this spa-like experience in our home. This is allowing you to so easily upgrade, not only for safety, but also, doesn't it feel good? I mean,
it does.
It's a non-compressible fiber, so it's just feeling really good.
It doesn't have little fish on it.
Right.
It doesn't have unicorns and rainbows. So there's all kinds of things out there that we put into our bathtubs or into our showers in hopes of helping us from slipping, and most of them just don't do anything.
So we have the fishies, or you say the unicorns. What happens? The mold and mildew gets around the edge. Half of the fish falls off at some point, but then you can't get the other half off, and you're gouging it with a knife or a blade. Or you use what I call the rumble strips. Again, half of it falls off. We've all been in an apartment that we've maybe rented, and half of them are gone. They're broken off, mold and mildew around them. No longer do you have to deal with that.
The number one cause of injuries in the home are slips and falls.
Right.
And the number one area of your home where people slip and fall most often is the bath area. So we are into the holidays. I know you and I both agree. We know it's only about the middle of October, but it does take us a couple days to get an item to you. You start shopping early. You've got 2 gifts taken care of here for $24.96 because you get the set of 2. And it does make a difference. Just the fact that water flows through this mat really makes it unique.
Right, and because the water's flowing through it, it's going to dry more easily. You don't have to pick this mat up and hang it.
Right.
It can actually sit there in the bottom of your shower, bottom of the bath. You said, as you get older, it gets harder to bend over and pick things up. This one you don't need to pick up, but yet it's soft, it's non-compressible, it's stain resistant, and has those antimicrobial properties.
Let's go off and say hello to Betty. Betty's giving us a phone call from Virginia. Betty, good morning to you. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
Great,
Doing
Betty.
Well. Betty, why this mat for your bath area?
Oh my gosh, I thank you for saving my life.
Have you had a couple near slips or falls?
Oh yeah, I'm 76 and I have to be really careful.
Sure.
Betty, I've had a couple times where I pulled off a skating move that looked like Dorothy Hamill.
Oh yeah,
and I didn't mean to. That's
well.
not what you want on the shower.
I beg your pardon?
I say, those types of things aren't good when you're in the shower.
That's exactly right. I'm excited about not having the mold situation. I have that typical bath mat.
Yep.
Yes.
And as I'm getting older, it's hard for me to get down and clean and stuff like I should. And so I have people coming in every now and then and cleaning for me in the bathroom and so forth. So I'm tickled to death. I couldn't dial fast enough.
Especially when you saw the mat here that I'm showing, which looks a lot like the mats that people have in their home, right?
Fine.
Yeah.
Betty, it is such a common sense thing, but nobody had come up with it before. Most people, when they stand in the shower, unless it's a bathtub with a shower, a regular shower stall, normally your drain is right in the middle, and that's exactly where
you
most
want to
people
stand.
And you can't put a regular bath mat there without standing in a pool of water.
Right.
So with this, you don't worry about it. I mean, I think you're going to like this quite a bit. It's an ingenious little solution.
Is it okay to wash it in the washing machine?
You won't need to.
Yeah, you really won't need to. That's the nice thing. Because the fibers are spun, Betty, the water's draining through it. It has antimicrobial properties built into it, so it's going to be antimicrobial for the life of the mat.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Just if you have a handheld shower, every once in a while hose it down, or just as the water is running through it, it cleans itself. So.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
I wish other things in our homes were self-cleaning like that.
Right, exactly.
Oh, isn't that the truth?
Yours are on their way, Betty. You'll have a set of 2 in your bathrooms coming up quickly.
I'm excited.
Good.
Thank you, Betty.
Have a great
we appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Head back to the shower. Something I rarely say to guests on the air.
But we're showing you really where you want to place it. It's directly over the drain. That's the beautiful thing.
You want to put it where you stand.
Yeah, exactly. Directly over the drain, but yet you know that the water is going to drain through it, which is unlike any other mat that's on the market. And there you're seeing exactly how it's working in that animation. So I turned on the shower here in our set shower, and you can see the water is draining through it rather than pooling on top of it. Remember, it has antimicrobial properties. It's a non-stick surface on the entire side of this mat, has the 4 nice suction cups on it. But I love the fact that you can put it directly over the drain. You can stand where you want to stand over the drain, and yet the water is flowing through it.
And it's soft and comfortable, again.
Exactly.
I agree with you. By the way, the loofah business single-handedly has been supported by women.
Right.
Okay? I had no idea what a loofah was until I got married. But they work. And what you can do is just kind of scrub your feet on the bottom, and it really is a comfortable way to go. Now, the reason why we give you a set of 2 is one for the inside and one for the outside. So that as you're stepping out of your tub, you're stepping onto something that's secure. At $24.96, over 40,000 QVC customers have picked it up. It's a better, safer, easier way to go, and it means less cleanup in your bathroom. Thanks, bud.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
We've still got more coming your way. It's right now, 44 minutes after the top of the hour. Today is all about sharing the love. And there's so many generous and great charitable